Hello everyone. In this video on computer network subject, we will see the topic of subnetting. So what is subnetting? Subnetting is the division of a bigger network into smaller networks, right? So what are we doing? We are dividing this bigger network, bigger network into smaller networks, right? So we have divided this bigger network into 4 parts. So this is known as subnetting. But why are we dividing this bigger network into smaller parts, right? Why are we doing it? Because subnetting provides us privacy and subnetting gives us security, because each part is acting independently. So they have privacy of their own and they have security also. Also, it is easier to maintain and administer the smaller networks, right? It is easier to maintain and administer them. So how is this subnetting performed, or how is subnetting implemented? It is performed by borrowing host side bits to the network side. It is performed by borrowing the host side bits to the network side. Now what do I mean by that? As you know, IP address is divided into 2 parts. An IP address is divided into 2 parts. One is known as network ID, as shown below here, and one is known as host ID. So host part is for the machine, that is for which the IP address is assigned, and network ID is the part which shows us the network part of the IP address, right? Network part of the IP address. So in class C, if you have studied about the classful addressing, in class C 24 bits are assigned for the network part and 8 bits are assigned for the host ID part, right? So now how do we perform the subnetting? By borrowing 1 bit out of this 8 bits. Out of these 8 bits, if we give 1 bit to the network, then we can perform the subnetting, right? We will be able to divide the network. Let us see an example. For example, you have this IP address 200.1.2.0, right? This is the IP address and the last octet is 0. So if you take this into binary form, it has 8 bits, all are 0, right? 3 zeros, 4 0, 5 6 7 8. So last octet, if I expand it, it is all zeros, right? So if I fix this first bit as 0 and if I fix this first bit as 1, right? So these are 2 subnets. Rest of the remaining bits are same, right? Rest of the remaining bits are same. So if I take this first bit as 0 and first bit as 1, so these are 2 separate networks, right? This network is a separate network, this network is separate network, right? So this is how you divide it. For example, they have shown here in this diagram also, we have shown here that if we borrow this bit out of these 8 bits, we are borrowing 1 bit as 0 and 1 bit as 1. So if we are able to fix this 1 bit, so the remaining bits are 7 bits, because initially there were 8 bits. We fixed 1 bit as 0 and fixed 1 bit as 1. So there are 2 separate networks independently and the remaining 7 bits are all zeros, right? So that is how you divide the network into 2 parts, right? So as you can imagine, you can see this example here that we have expanded the octet here, last octet, all zeros are there, and we have fixed this first 0 as constant, right? We cannot change this value to any other value, and this first bit is fixed as 1 in the second network, right? So now if you convert this into decimal, all zeros will be converted into decimal. If you convert it, then it will convert into 0 only, right? All zeros are there, right? Even if you have fixed this 0, then also these are 8 zeros in number, so it will come out as, in decimal also it will be appear as 0. Whereas if you take this 1 and 7 zeros, then it will come out as 128. Why? Because this is from 0 to 7 bits, right? These are 8 bits from 0 to 7, and 2 to the power 7, if you have fixed it as 1, then it is 128, right? 2 to the power 7, if you have fixed it as 1, then 2 to the power 7 is 128, and these are 8 bits from 0 to 7, right? So subnetting, I have divided this single network, this one, into 2 parts by taking the first bit as constant in host ID part. I have given this first bit in the host ID part to the network part, right? By borrowing the host ID bits to the network part, right? Remember this. Now for first subnet, IP address of the first subnet is this 200.1.2.0 and total number of IP addresses is 2 to the power 7. Why? Because one bit is fixed, so 7 bits are remaining, and these 7 bits will have two values, that is 0, 1, right? These 7 bits will have only two values are possible, 0, 1, so 2 to the power 7, that is 128 addresses are possible in total. But out of these 128 addresses we are subtracting 2. Why? Because usable are only 126. Why? Because two addresses are subtracted for network address is not assigned to any machine, and direct broadcast address, this one direct broadcast address is not assigned to any machine, right? So usable addresses are only 126 in number, right? Remember this, we have subtracted 2 from it, right? Because network address is subtracted and also direct broadcast address is subtracted, right? Because it is not assigned to any machine. Now range of addresses is 200.1.2.0, right? This is the range, right? 2.0, and from this 0 for first subnet, right? Remember this is for first subnet only. So for first subnet, if you look at this, 0 is fixed in the first position, that is how we achieved the subnetting, right? So remaining 7 bits can be varied from 0 to 1, so this is your range, right? First initially we have taken all zeros here, and then we have taken all 7 ones, right? Because 0 is fixed, and after that 7 ones, right, in the host part, right? So the range comes out, if you do the calculation of binary to decimal, then this will come out as 127. 7 ones are 127, right? Why 127? Because if you add these numbers, 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, it will come out as 127. Now direct broadcast address is 0 was fixed, so all ones are remaining, right? All ones, host part, if you make all ones, then it comes out as direct broadcast address. If you make the host part as 1, only 7 bits are host part, because this 0 is fixed and given to the network. So all the remaining bits are host part, that is 7 bits are host part, and if you make these all ones, then it will come out as 127, and it is the direct broadcast address. Limited broadcast address is always the same, that is 255.255.255.255. For every network this is the same, its value does not change. Value does not change means that it is always 255.255.255.255 no matter what, right? For second subnet we can do the calculation similarly. Here this octet is 1 followed by 7 zeros, right? So this is 128, right, followed by 7 zeros, so this is 128. Why? Because first position is fixed as 1. For second subnet we are doing it, and for second subnet we saw that 1 is fixed here in the 7th position, that is 0 to 7, 8 bits were there, and 1 is fixed here. So if you convert it into decimal, it will come out as, this will come out as 128, right? Now because 2 to the power 7 is 128, right? Because 2 to the power 7 is 128, and this position is the 7th position, from 0 to 7, from 0 to 7th position, and 2 to the power 7 is 128. So total number of addresses is again 128, because host bits are 7 in number, and 7 bits can be varied in 0, 1 form, 0, 1 form. Only two possible options are there, and these two possible options when powered by 7 gives us 128, right? 7 in number, there are 7 bits in number, right? And each bit is having two options, 0, 1, right? Total number of addresses again 126, because I explained earlier also, network address and direct broadcast address are not part of the network, right? Not part of the usable addresses. So range of addresses, this 1 is fixed and followed by 7 zeros and followed by 7 ones, right? So this is your range from 128 to 255, right? If you add all these ones, it will come out as 128 plus 127, that is 255. And direct broadcast addresses, 1 followed by 7 ones. All ones are there in the host part. Remember that direct broadcast addresses, all ones in the host part. So all ones in the host part give us this, all ones, that is 255, right? 1 was already fixed for the network part. 7 bits of host are also converted into ones. So all these ones calculate and add up in binary form to decimal conversion, they add up into 255. Now limited broadcast address, I already mentioned that limited broadcast address is always the same, that is 255.255.255.255. This does not change for networks, right? It is always the same. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you learned something from it, then don't forget to click on the like button, and please subscribe my channel for further videos. Thank you very much. Take care.